Earlier, I shared this conversion of 4-shaft pattern to rigid heddle loom and how it converts on the threading to the diagram of the warp threads going through the heddles. Now I am going to actually slay this diagram. So earlier today, I went ahead and direct warped the warp threads onto the back beam and using through a single heddle. I've already pulled those warp threads out of that single heddle, and those warp threads are now laying up against the back beam like this. Now I'm going to go ahead and put these 3 heddles back into their slots, just like this. And I'm going to start slaying it. According to the diagram, the first, I work from the left to the right, just because that's the way I like to do it. The first thread needs to go through all 4 slots, all 3 slots. It is a warp thread number 4, and it goes just through the slots. That is because it is, it's going to, when all of the other heddles are lowered, when the 3 heddles are lowered, the 4th, this thread will pop up to the top. It'll just slide up to the top. The next one is warp thread number 3, and it will be assigned to heddle number 3, and so it needs to go into the hole right here on heddle number 3. And I'm using a 12 dent heddle, so this is a little bit tricky to be able to get this to go into there. Let's see if we can get this to do this. Pull that through. There it goes. Yay, it went through. Good for it. Okay, so it's going to go through the hole on heddle number 3, and then to be able to get to the front, it needs to go through the slots, the same slots I was just in for thread number 4. It needs to go through the slots on heddles 1 and 2. I'm going to use the other side here of the hook because it's faster and easier. There we go, on the slots. Okay, the next thread is number 2, and I'm going to scoot over to the next slot on heddle number 3 because we don't want any crisscross threads. So I'm going to scoot over to the next slot on heddle number 3, and then we're going to go through the slot on heddle 1 and into the next slot on heddle 1 and into the hole on heddle 2. I have to use the other end of the hook here. And into the hole on heddle 2. Oh, only a teeny tiny piece of that is poking through the back. There we go. I made it. Okay, I'm going to pull that on through. All the way through. There it goes. Okay, the next thread is a number 1. And it's going to go through the same slot on heddle 3 that I was just in. There it goes. And then it's going to go through the hole on heddle number 1 and the next slot on heddle number 2. And again, just a little teeny tiny piece of that pokes through there and the back. And there it goes. And I'm going to pull that all the way on through. Pull through. Come on, come on. You can do it. There it goes. Yay. Okay. And now I've got those 4 little threads in the front. That's 4, 3, 2, 1. And now I'm going to tie a little bit of a knot right here in the front to help keep them from falling out and to help keep my place where I'm going. And I'm just going to repeat that same pattern all the way across until I get all my warp threads done. And that is how you slay 3 heddles with a 4-shaft pattern.